Alright, y'all, we are back again. I'm Lance from Sleeper Barbecue, and we're back with another idea that you might want to think about using for your Super Bowl parties, any parties. I'm just going to make a basic crab cake, Maryland style crab cake recipe, and it's tweaked. You know, everybody's mama does it better than someone else's mama, but I believe my mama did it best. But I even tweaked her recipe, so you know, I've done some stuff where I added like a green onion in it. She never put any type of green onion in it that I remember anyway. And I actually used a pinch of a lemon pepper seasoning. Other than that, everything else is pretty much the same, except probably the quantities of like hot sauce and stuff like that, pepper flake. But we have it all up here in a bowl right now. I think I'm going to go back to it's enough to make plenty of crab meat, crab cakes rather, so I think I'm going to actually do some more Tostito scoops. I was so happy with those Tostito scoops, the chili dog and cheese. They were fantastic. Then I think I'm going to go back and put like a scoop of crab cake in them and then cook them up. Now because of that, I did delete the egg. This is a no egg recipe. You can put 2 eggs in this if you want to, but I left the eggs out because I'm just unsure of what it's going to be used for, and then mostly in how those Tostitos are going to cook up with the crab meat inside of it. It still has mayonnaise, but I've got binders, but we'll get back into that here shortly. Alright, so here you are. You see the bowl of ingredients that are already in it. I've got some breading material over there, 2 cups of it, and my seasoning is over here to the left, which is, I guess it might be your right, but anyway, I'll go over the ingredients right here as we go. So this has got, I use Ritz crackers. A lot of people use breadcrumbs, maybe, was it panko breadcrumbs? Not a fan of either of them. I use Ritz crackers that I crush them up in my hands, and be careful because sometimes them edges are sharp. They will poke you. But I crush them up. It's 2 cups to make it a little easier on you. 2 sleeves out of this box is 2 cups. Then what else? I got a cup of Duke's mayonnaise. I've got 1 teaspoon of a lemon juice. You know, that's sort of kind of up to you. I mean, you can put more than 1 teaspoon. I would say no more than 2. I've got red hot pepper flake, which is about a teaspoon of it in there. I've got a teaspoon of garlic powder. This will have 2 pounds, about 2 pounds of crab meat into it. We'll talk about that a little bit more. 2 eggs are optional. I took them out. I don't want them in there because I want to make sure that this mixture is going to be stable and not go bad on me or anything. Dry mustard. I got 3 teaspoons of a dry mustard powder in here. I've got 2 tablespoons of Old Bay seasoning and 1 teaspoon of the extra hot Old Bay seasoning in there. I got 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, 1/4 cup of parsley. That's up to you. I did not put it in here. Actually, I had a little bit of oregano. I put a pinch of oregano. I got 2 teaspoons of a Dijon mustard. Personally, I use the Dijon where it's like a stone ground Dijon mustard is. And then I have about 1 tablespoon of a thinly sliced green onion that's in there also. So we're going to get this starting to mix it up here a little bit. Mix up our wet and the powder ingredients anyway. And then we'll incorporate the Ritz crackers to it here shortly. So we're going to mix this up. Now I'm going to go ahead. I'm pretty good with that. I think it looks good. Tastes good. You can definitely taste that that extra hot Old Bay. just keep mixing it in. If you see any bigger pieces of cracker that you may not have crushed with your hands good enough, then you want to go ahead and then just make sure you crush them up with the spoon a little bit. Alright, there you have it. I did have to, I added probably about 2 tablespoons, maybe 3 tablespoons of water, but it was probably closer to 2. And that's just to make up, you know, for that, that egg yolk, you know, that we don't have in here. Here is our crab meat. This is way more than we would normally put in here. It's like 2 pounds, but you know, I had the crab meat sitting around the freezer. I usually pick, you know, half bushel crabs, whatever, towards the end of the season, and I'll vacuum seal it and I'll put it in the freezer so I have crab meat during the winter, or crab cakes for crab soup, whatever. I just made a video with a crab soup. I put up 10 quarts of a crab soup about 2 months ago. There's a video on it, but anyway, so this is getting a little age on it, and I like to go ahead and get it used up. So what I was saying earlier is that, you know, and I should have probably got a bigger bowl. I'm terrible with this. I always do the same thing. I always squeak out just enough bowl size. And all right, we're back with a bigger bowl. That's one thing I do have. I cannot stand needing a big bowl and not having one, so I got them bigger than this yet, but it's like working on your car and not having the right wrench. So I'm just going to keep turning it. I'm trying to avoid, you know, like plunging into the middle, and you know, you know, I'll still do it, I'm sure, but you just try and avoid being too aggressive with it. You know, you just want to just fold it, and just keep doing that. I mean, you're going to break up the lumps of crab meat. It's impossible not to do so, but again, the main goal is just to try and keep it the bigger pieces in there that you can possibly can. So we're going to try and do this without cutting you out of the satisfaction of watching me. I am going to put a glove on my hand, and I'm going to try and just get like a sort of kind of play with it for right now and see what, you know, what is needed. But I'm thinking, you know, about a tablespoon. I'm a little concerned, you know, again, I don't know how these things are going to cook up being in these Tostitos shells, so, you know, I might even want to think about, you know, maybe going a little lighter on them so it's not so thick. I mean, you're seeing this done for the first time. I assume that. I've never seen anybody else do it. So if I mess up, you know, you're going to see me mess up. But if we don't try things, you know, a lot of people, I believe, I'm a firm believer that you learn from your mistakes. But, you know, the other thing, I can't remember if I said or not because I'm old. You know, this is just a crab cake mix. So, I mean, you can make crab balls at this point. You can make crab cakes, put them up, make your crab balls ahead of time for any parties that you may have coming up. Just because I am kind of looking for a little bit of presentation. I don't know that you really want to make them too flat, like push them down in there too far, because then, you know, I think they'd just probably look better if they were like a little golden ball on top of them. Also, I think what I'm going to do is, as these cook towards the end, I'm probably going to spray. I got a little bit of that parquet spray butter in there, so I will likely spray a little bit of butter on there just to try and get a little bit of a browning action going on top of them. We're going to put the same thing. We're going to go and bake, and I'm probably going to play with 275 this time, and we're on our way. So I'm going to look at them. They do look like they're trying to dry out on me a little bit, but they're looking like crab cakes, miniature crab cakes. Oh my God, I think I got another winner here. So I'm going to give them a little bit longer, and then we're going to keep our eye on them for sure. I did make, with the remainder, love that little oven, with the remainder of that crab meat, I did make a bunch of decent sized crab cakes. There's 10, 2, 4, 5, 5 and 5. And then I'll just put these in the freezer and then peel them off the parchment paper and freeze them as individuals. Is probably what I'm, well, not probably, but what I will be doing. And then over here, I also got the leftover. I wanted some, I'd rather have crab cakes than crab balls, but I want y'all to see that, what you could do also as far as making crab balls. These are great also. But so I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 of those and 10 crab cakes, plus what we got in the little oven. We're rolling. Jeez, I'm going to get a little bit of butter on them. Back in we go. Alright, we're near the end now. Probably could have taken them out just a little bit sooner, but I think they'll be perfectly fine. I am going to top them off with just a little bit of Old Bay, and then we're going to come back with some spring onion. Not too fine, or too thin rather. I love onion. There you have it. Let me get some pictures, and a taste test is next. Okie doke. Taste is next. We'll get this one right here. I know y'all heard that crunch. Let's try it a third time. You want to? Believe me when I tell you, absolutely fantastic. There you have it. Another finger food made from Tostito scoops. The crab cake is out of this world. That's it. Until the next one, thanks for watching. I'm Lance with Sleeper Barbecue.